Welcome to Lesson 8, Solve Percent Problems. Let's start by taking a look at some vocabulary. A proportion is an equation that shows that two ratios are equivalent. In a percent proportion, one ratio compares a part to the whole. The other ratio is the equivalent percent written as a fraction with a denominator of 100. Let's look at the example below to have a better understanding of this. In the box to the left, it starts off with a fraction, 2/5. 2 is my part, and 5 is my whole. What do you call the part? That would be our numerator. And what do you call the whole? That would be your denominator. Using the information in the first ratio, fill in the others in that center box for ratios. So if you remember back to when we first learned about ratios in Chapter 1, we know that we can write ratios in 3 different ways. So we can write them as a fraction, 2/5, or we can write them being separated by the word 2, or we can write them being separated by a colon, 2/5. Now, if I look at my box to the right, I'm going to connect this ratio to a percent. So 2 out of 5, or 2/5, is equal to what percent out of 100? So we know that a percentage is another way to show a part compared to a whole. 100 is always my whole part of the percentage, and the numerator is always going to show the part, the percentage part. So if I set 2/5 equal to blank to 100, I can see that 5 would equal 100 by multiplying by 20. So I would have to do the same thing to my numerator, 2 times 20, and I would get 40 over 100. Therefore, I can determine that 40% of 5 would equal 2. So 2 out of 5 is equal to 40 out of 100. So that's the same as 40% of 5 equaling 2. Now let's take a look at some examples.